Ready.
Alrighty, joined now by Lydia Ko after her first round here at the LPGA Drive-On Championship. Lydia, no fives on the scorecard. So just talk about the round, maybe how this golf course has kind of suited you and just what went into this round this week or today.
I played really solid, especially in the first half of our round today. The wind was really strong, and I'd actually seen the forecast yesterday that normally the wind you would think would pick up throughout the day, but it was actually going to die down towards our back nine. So in ways, I think we got pretty lucky. The last couple of days it has been really windy, and I think the wind plays a huge factor around here. And some of the holes, it might normally just be like a straightforward hole, but because of the wind, it makes it a lot more difficult. And I played solid, and I honestly think my chip in somewhere mid-round, mid-front nine was definitely a good momentum for me, because that could have easily turned into a double.
Absolutely. I mean, compared to last week, we kind of watched you, do very, very well on that course at Lake Nona, and just now here, just what is it about your game that maybe that's, kind of clicking on or firing on all cylinders?
Yeah, definitely nice to be able to win the first event of the year, especially because you don't really have anything to reference your round off or your game. Grant Thornton was only 5 weeks ago, but that's a completely different format, and it wasn't like I was coming in with a ton of really good momentum. But just trying to feed off what was going well last week, and overall I thought I played really solid, and just kind of working on the same things. I did a 45-minute lesson with my coach on Monday, and just making sure that last week was great, but I'm focusing on what's ahead, and obviously trying to play the best golf I can this week.
Absolutely. Sarah?
What is it about hard golf courses that brings out the best in your game? I feel like you always play well when the conditions are a little tricky or the greens are a little slopey.
I'm not sure. If there was an answer, I'd probably put that into play every week. And sometimes you just get off into a good rhythm of things, and this golf course, I think it can really get out of hand quick. But pars are really good, especially on some pin positions, and I think the rules officials was good in the sense of making it sure that the undulation on the green or the wind wasn't going to be putt-putt out there. But I think the greens and the wind is a big factor, and you're just trying to play the best golf you can, and sometimes you just have to take your medicine if you do put yourself out of position.
Obviously hit some really good golf shots, but how key was the flat stick for you today?
It was good. I thought I putted really solid last week. The greens are very different. I think by the weekend last week it was really quick, but honestly that speed around these kind of greens, I think the course would be completely unplayable. So you just kind of have to adjust to the speed and the conditions of what the golf course is like. But even though the greens may be a little slower than last week, it's still rolling pure. So I feel like if I put a good stroke on it, then I've got a decent chance of holding it as long as I have a good read.
What is it about getting out to a hot start, winning an event that maybe, I don't know how to say this in the right way, but mentally maybe propels you to go win the next one? Is there a confidence shift for you when you get a win that you just want to go get the next one?
Yeah, you are obviously coming in with good momentum, and it's nice that we're going from Florida to Florida. It's not like we're in Florida and then we're having to go to Houston or anything like that. So it's nice that we can play a couple of weeks, and it's a drive for me because I live in Orlando, and it just makes the start of the season a lot stress-free, especially because we have the Asia Swing coming up. But it's I think in ways, because you've had such a high of a week, you are energy-wise maybe a little bit more drained. But I tried to take Monday off and not play so that I can see the golf course on Tuesday and make sure that I'm fresh by today. But I think it is always good to kind of keep playing, but at the same time trying to find the balance of not doing too much as well.
And just last one for me, opposite side of the draw tomorrow. What's the mindset heading into the morning?
I think it's meant to be not as windy as the peak of the wind we had at the start of our round. And I think you have to take advantage of that. I think the wind, even though it's somewhere from the south, it can make the golf course play very different. I had a get wedge into number 2 on the practice day, and today I hit like an 8-iron, so it could be like multiple club differences. But yeah, just playing smart and just gonna do hopefully a little bit or a lot like I did today, and just keep giving myself opportunities.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.